Welcome to this important session. Today, we will discuss not just what regulatory audits are, but why it's important to take them very seriously. These audits are official checks by the government to make sure we are following all rules for making safe and good quality medicines. If we don't follow these rules properly, it can cause big problems, not only for the company but also for each one of us. Our jobs and professional reputations can be at risk if audit preparation is not done well. In this session, we will also explain the role of department heads and managers. They have a big responsibility to lead their teams and make sure everyone is ready for audits. Without strong leadership, it is hard to pass audits successfully. So, it's very important that we all understand why audits are serious and what we must do to be ready. To begin with, let's first understand what exactly regulatory audits are. A regulatory audit is an official and careful check done by government agencies or authorized bodies. In the pharmaceutical industry, these audits review our company's processes, documents, and facilities to make sure we are following the required laws and quality standards. These audits are very important because they help ensure that the medicines we make are safe and effective for patients. That is why these audits matter so much to us and the whole pharma industry. Regulatory audits are formal and detailed inspections carried out by government authorities of the Eurasian Economic Union, EAEU. Their job is to check that pharmaceutical companies like ours strictly follow all the required standards and regulations. These rules are in place to make sure that the medicines we make are safe for patients and meet high-quality standards. These audits are very important because if we fail, the consequences are much bigger than just some paperwork errors. It can threaten people's jobs, damage careers, and put the company's future in the market at risk. So, everyone working here needs to understand how serious this responsibility is. This session is designed to help all of us realize why we need to prepare well for audits and treat audit readiness as a top priority every day. Now that we understand what audits are, let's talk about why they are so important. These audits are key for keeping our company's medicines safe and good quality. The EAEU countries have joined to create a single market, and these audits help make sure every medicine in that market meets the same high standards. For the company, passing these audits means we can keep selling our medicines in all EAEU countries and maintain a good reputation. But if we fail, it could stop us from selling, cause financial losses, and hurt our company's image. For each one of us, audits mean that we have to work carefully and follow rules every day. Our jobs and careers depend on how well we prepare and how seriously we take these audits. If we fail a regulatory audit, it can cause serious trouble for our company and for us as employees. The authorities can give us heavy fines, stop our license to manufacture, or even cancel it completely. Products may have to be recalled from the market, meaning we cannot sell them. This hits our company's income badly. People will hear about the failed audit because it is officially recorded, and this damages trust in our leaders and our team. After a failure, we can expect more strict audits and checks in the future, which increases stress and uncertainty for everyone. Employees who are linked to compliance issues may face consequences like losing their jobs, getting warnings, or even disciplinary action. So not following audit requirements is a big risk, not just for the company, but also for everyone's job and career. Preparation is the key to success. So next, we will look at simple but effective steps we must take to be ready for these audits. Preparation is non-negotiable for regulatory audits. You must clearly understand the EAEU rules that affect your work. Always maintain complete and accurate records, do not leave any gaps. Factory facilities and all equipment should always be kept inspection ready, not just before an audit but every day. Training is not something you do once and forget. Everyone, in every department, needs continuous training because rules, processes, and expectations keep changing. Role play and mock audits are great ways to practice real-life audit situations. This helps staff build confidence to answer questions during actual audits. Remember, audit compliance is a shared responsibility. If one department fails to follow rules, the entire company can be at risk, including its business and all jobs. Managers and department heads have a key role in preparing for regulatory audits. You must guide your team, set the work standards, and make sure everyone follows the right processes every day, not just during the audit. Department heads are the main drivers for audit success. Team members look to you for direction and confidence, especially during stressful audit times. It's your job to lead training, make sure everyone follows established procedures, and check regularly that the team stays ready for an audit, not just at audit time, but every day. Doing internal audits and being open in your reports are powerful tools for catching problems early. When issues come up, taking quick and clear action helps stop things from getting worse. Most importantly, making audit readiness a daily routine, not just a one-off task, creates a strong, responsible work culture. Your leadership doesn't just help pass audits, it directly protects every team member's job and keeps the company safe. This responsibility is big, but with the right efforts, it also empowers your whole team for success. Let's walk through what actually happens on the audit day so you know what to expect and how to behave. On the day of the audit, the inspectors or auditors arrive either in person or, sometimes, remotely via video call. The audit begins with an opening meeting where the auditors explain the purpose, scope, and plan for the inspection. They tell you what areas and processes they will check during the audit. On audit day, the inspectors will start by introducing themselves and explaining what they plan to check. They will hold an opening meeting with management to set the agenda and clarify the scope of the audit. Then, they will review important documents like batch records, SOPs, and validation reports. They will inspect the manufacturing areas, equipment, and storage spaces to make sure everything meets quality standards. Auditors will also talk to responsible staff to understand processes and see if procedures are followed properly. Sometimes, they may take samples of products for testing. Throughout the audit, their findings will be recorded carefully. At the end, there will be a closing meeting where auditors share their observations and explain any issues they found. The company must then prepare a plan to fix those issues and share it with auditors within the given time. Knowing what to expect will help you stay calm and confident during the audit. It is very important for all of us to understand the serious consequences if we fail an audit. We simply cannot afford to be careless about audits. Failure can lead to warnings, heavy fines, and even suspension or loss of our manufacturing license. Audit failures do not only affect the company, they directly impact employees too. Staff who are linked to the problems found in the audit may face serious consequences like losing their jobs, being moved to different roles, or facing delays in their career growth. The teams who have to fix these problems after an audit often face extra pressure, working long hours and under close scrutiny. A failed audit also lowers the overall morale and trust among employees, making work stressful. Everyone must understand that following quality rules and audit preparation seriously is not just about the company's future, it is also about protecting your own career and job security. Once the audit is completed, our work is not over. It is very important to carefully review the audit findings and understand any problems or observations highlighted by the auditors. After the audit, the post-audit phase is very important. We must act quickly to find out the root causes of any problems found. Then, create clear corrective and preventive action (CAPA) plans and make sure these plans are carried out strictly and on time. Regulatory authorities expect us to communicate openly and promptly about how we are fixing the issues. Employees who need more training should be retrained, and the whole company should continue building a culture where being ready for audits is a daily habit. Sometimes, regulators may come back for follow-up audits, so this process is ongoing, not a one-time task. Every employee, along with management, must take responsibility to rebuild and maintain trust with the authorities. To finish, I will summarize the most important points we have covered today. The key message is that audit preparation is not something to do only when an audit is scheduled. It must be a serious, daily priority for all of us. To wrap up, always remember that following EAEU regulatory audits is very important, not only for making sure our products are safe and high quality but also for protecting your own job and the company's future. Being ready for audits requires full commitment from every person and every department. Leaders must set the example and make sure everyone strictly follows the rules. Failing to comply is not an option because it puts the company and all of us at great risk. Let's take pride in doing the best work with honesty and responsibility, starting from today. Thank you. Let's move forward with commitment and focus.